Hi Flosstube, welcome back to K&J Stitches, a channel about cross stitch. I'm Melissa, Starless Stitcher on Instagram. Today I wanted to go through my 2021 finishes so far, along with some FFOs of items that I stitched a while back. And then we can cover my new starts. Yes, I had a couple, despite what I said in my last video about not wanting to start anything else. And of course I have some whips to show you. And Sandwiches is here. Hopefully he'll behave himself today. FFOs, final finishes. I have got a couple that I finished actually a while back, not in 2021, but I wanted to show you because I got them finished at a local framing shop and I really like how they turned out. So I wanted to show them to you in this video. Get those out here. This first one is Starry Nights in the South Seas by Chatelaine. So this is on a 28 count purple Majesty linen by Sunny Dyes, and it's all the call for stuff because I got the kit, of course. So it's got a lot of Swarovskis up there in the sky. You got your hula dancer on the beach. You've got, I added a couple of plastic pearls down in the oyster down there. So yeah, it turned out really good, and I love the frame. It's kind of, it looks like beech wood of some kind. Anyway, so there's that one. And then I also got At the Met by Mirabilia finished. This is on a 32 count rose petals linen by Die Stitch Love, who is no longer dying. Again, she's huge, so I can back up. These both have glass, so sorry about the glare. I don't know. I love her. There's so many beads in this thing. I can't even with all the beads. She's fab. Sir. Okay, and then I also finished Electra by Nor Corbett, and I framed her myself. Here we go again. This is a 32 count Demeter's Harvest linen by Die Stitch Love again. I think she looks great. It's very fall fabric. All the call for threads and everything. Yeah. This one is Rose Apothecary by Paper Crane Stitches. Let's see what I have to say about that. It's a 38 count Vermeer blue linen by Legacy Linens. Get up close here for you. I did take some liberties with the baskets, what's in them. So I added a bunch of, long stitches and French knots, and these little roses up here, I did 3 of them down here, little red roses with some leaves. Anyway, just had fun with it. So it was really fun. And then on the back, I did the cheating method where you glue it down along the edges, and then I just put some, there we go. Put some, cardstock rose type paper in the back. So nice and simple. It'll look cute on my wall. I haven't even hung it up yet. I just finished it yesterday. I FFO'd it yesterday. That just for you guys, I FFO'd it. All right, and then the next one is also from Paper Crane Stitches, and it is, where is it on my list? Forever Would Not Be Long Enough. I stitched this back in February for my husband. I did a DMC 115 on a 32 count Opal Belfast linen. I don't know if you're going to be able to see sparkles or not. Sort of. In any case, I found this really cool mirrored frame on Amazon. The Belfast that I had was too small to fit in it, so I made it work. I actually added this red and gold ribbon all the way around to make it fit. And I think it turned out really cute. That's that finish, and I really enjoy it. That's up on our mantle like year round, so love it. I do have some FFOs of Mill Hill kits. I bought a Halloween tree, which you may or may not have seen on my Instagram, Starless Stitcher. Go check it out. It was earlier this month. I got a Halloween tree. So I had stitched a couple last year, and then I stitched a couple more this year of the little Halloween ornaments from Mill Hill. So I will show you those. This one is Bewitched Pumpkin. It's in their Charmed Pumpkin series. So it's got a little charm here. In case I just backed it with felt, added a beaded hanger up top. I love the witch. She's so cute. And the fence is all broken and stuff. It's really fun. Another one I did last year that I just wanted to show you since it's on my tree is I did Come Stitch for a Spell. Again, I just backed it with some black felt. Cute. Got the bead hanger. Okay, this next one is called Moonstruck Manor, and this is one I did finish this year. Backed it with some orange felt. It's got a little pumpkin charm in the bottom. So cute. Little bats and stuff. I stitch this a lot during Ffos soccer season. And then I was lazy that day that I finished it, so I just did DMC 310, and I think it looks like a little spider up top, so it's cute. It's fine. And then the last one I finished most recently, which you probably saw, was Glowing Pumpkin. Again, I got the beaded hanger. This one actually came with enough beads and it specified make a beaded hanger, so that was nice. So I did that and backed it with a little bit darker orange felt. Yeah, and so they're all on my Halloween tree, except for right now, because I took them off to show you. So cute. Okay, let's see. Now I've got some just finishes for 2021. This one is the Sense and Sensibility Sal by Stitching Book Club, Sapphire Mountain Handcrafts. And this is just stitched on the, I got the like little kit, so it's the kit Lugana. Very pretty. I haven't figured out how to FFO it because her method is really cool, but I'm not that talented and I'm not a person who knows how to sew. So I don't know. We'll have to, I'm still trying to figure that out. The next one I finished was Dreaming Girl by Barbara Anna. It's on the called for 32 count Azure Lugana, which I adored stitching on. I want to buy more Lugana from Swigert because this stuff was amazing. And right here she is. And it's pretty much as called for. The only thing I changed was up here in the corner, the stars and the moon. I did use like a lemon lime silk that I was using for another whip of mine, which I will hopefully get back to sometime this fall. And then I didn't do any of the back stitching. She had a minimal amount of back stitching here and there, but I didn't feel like it needed it. I think it looks perfect. Sorry, one other change is I did darken her skin a bit. I think she looks cool with the darker skin and the red hair. I think it's really pretty. So, yeah. Okay, this next one is Peruvian Cats by Peruvian Flair on Etsy. There we go. I don't know what the linen is. It was just a random piece of hand-dyed linen by I don't know who that was in my stash, but it's kind of a yellowy. And then I did use a special floss for this. It's Silken Colors 994 called Kaleidoscope. And I did the same thing that tons of other people have done where they did the, oh no, it's upside down. Hang on, this is the right way. Sorry about that. So on the bottom cats, I did the half stitch only, and the top cats are a full cross stitch. And then the border I actually did in a different color. It was like a matching DMC, and it looks good with the variegated floss. It's probably in my Instagram if you really want to go back and look. So again, I don't know. I was thinking of pillows someday when I learn how to sew pillows. We'll see. I can sew them by hand, but it takes a while and I need to learn how to use my sewing machine. So, okay. And then another finish I had was the Green Gables Sampler by Charlene Designs. This is on a 40 count old linen by XJU Design. And it's in the call for, except for the blue lettering up top. I used a Victorian motto that I thought was nice and variegated. Gives it a little bit of a interest, I think. But I love Anna Green Gables. I've read the entire series multiple times. I've read like all her other books multiple times. So I'm a big Ellen Montgomery fan. And I will be framing this and putting it up here in my craft room. I love it. I also did the MKG in the variegated floss. You can see that at the bottom. It's just the flowers around it, I think, are just so pretty. Okay, and then another one, I will have to insert a picture. It's a January basket by Bendy Stitchy Designs. I stitch it for my mom for Mother's Day. It's on a 32 count green tea linen by R&R. Now here are the big ones. Okay, I have them over here because they're huge. This next one is a Friend Sampler by Grumpy Stitcher on Etsy. I started this back in 2018. Hang on, let me get my, I have one of these this time. I'm all professional. I'm pro. This is the Friend Sampler by Grumpy Stitcher. Like I said, it's just on 14 count black Aida. It has all the fun things. I did change some of the colors. I added the brown plait at the bottom. A lot of this is inside joke stuff if you don't know Friends or you haven't watched it, but to me, it's hilarious. So. There you go. I don't know where I'm going to put this. Give me a moment. This one is Miss Christmas Eve. There she is. She stitched on a 32 count Hidden Treasures linen by Fiberlicious. It is opal. I think you can see some of the sparklies over here. I had help from my friend Alicia with this one. She was also working on Miss Christmas Eve at the same time I was, and I did her beading and she came in and did a bunch of the cross stitching in the dress because I thought that dress was never going to end and it was just taking me forever. So she really helped me out with that. Yeah, so I got to bead this girl twice, but that was, I mean, I found her very fun to bead. So I did not have a problem with that. She is 1/1 skin because there's not a lot of it. I do, like I said, I think I said this before, but I like to do tent stitch with 2 strands for the over 1 skin because then I can do the blends that she often has you do in the skin. So there she is. And she'll get framed at some point. I just, you know, it costs money. So one thing at a time. Okay, I have Big Mama. This is Death by Cross Stitch. I am still alive after finishing it. I started this December 2016, worked on it off and on, really hit it hard last year during the pandemic, or during the early part of the pandemic. So this is just on a 32 count cream Lugana 2/2. It's DMC 304, and she big. Let's see if I can, I'm gonna have to, don't look at my pajama pants that I'm wearing. Can I get it? There we go. It's like a blanket, it's huge and beautiful, and I have no idea how I'm gonna finish it. I don't wanna frame it because it's gonna be like $400 or something ridiculous to frame it. So let me just walk it in and kind of move it up for you. Got Mr. Unicorn. Got this cool thing over here, which I love. All of the diagonals are really fun. Pegasus. In the middle here, I did the So R is my maiden name, Rotter, and then the G is my married name, Green. So I did those. And then alphabet as the pattern called for. Yes, it's missing letters, it's supposed to. Dragons, got some more alphabet over here. This whole area was really fun. I don't know why, but I really love this section. It's got thistles and birds and fish and all kinds of weird, crazy animals. There's a squirrel down there at the bottom. Oh, so fun. Got some more owls in the middle here. The deer. Over here it says like hope, love, and faith, I think, in Dutch. Pardon me if I'm wrong. And then I've got 2021 at the bottom because that's when I finished it. So more little squirrels, very cute. All right, let's see if I can sit down really quick. Okay. So that's Death by Cross Stitch. Okay, next up, I forgot 2 whips in my whip parade last video, so I wanted to show you those. The reason I missed them was because I had gone out of town to Denver to visit all my cross stitch friends, and we had a little cross stitch party, which I think I mentioned last time, at the hotel I was staying at. So that was really, really fun. And so one thing that Betsy Klager and I are both working on, we actually have a lot of whips in common, which is fun, but totally forgot to show this last time. I'm working on a Dutch sampler by Kathy Barrett. Sorry about the glare. Beautiful. So I brought that to Denver to work on with her since I knew she would be there. And here's where I'm at with that. This is not ironed, as you can see. Sorry about that. Okay. And the info on this is, it's on a 36 count solo linen by Silk Weavers. So yeah, I got it in one of their flash sales that they have on Facebook. Bear with me. Okay, and then the other thing, I forgot this because I started it in Denver, and I'm going to have to insert a picture here of what it looks like. It's called Evening in the Shire by Cute Patterns by Maria. I'm stitching it on a 32 count nocturne linen. And hang on, let me get my, I have my needle hanging out, sorry. But anyway, I got a bunch of the dark colors. So this is sort of the entrance here. And then I'm starting to work on some like the lanterns over here and stuff. This color is very difficult. It's one of those colors that don't like show up on camera. So those were my 2 missing whips from the whip parade. Okay, next up, whips, regular whips. Okay. So this one is one that I'm making for, hopefully she's not watching. Shayna, if you're watching this, don't watch this part, like give me a couple minutes. Making this for my sister who is buying a house with her significant other. And I think it's supposed to be built by November or so. So yeah, I started a little something for her. I'll insert a picture here. And here's where I'm at on it. Again, not iron. It's okay though. So this is just on an oatmeal. I think it's an 18 count oatmeal Ada. Anyway, I'm doing a lot of the DMC, and then I'm subbing in some fancy floss just for the fun of it. Like this is just a color I picked out. The house is a color I just picked out. I think it looks really cool. Variegated. The border's all done, which is the part I hate the most. If you guys know me, you know I don't like borders. But this was a fun border. It wasn't bad. I just hate those straight borders where there's nothing going on for like miles. It's just, ugh. But this is great. Got all the yard done, except for I think there's a couple of spots where it's like brown. I'm not sure what that's supposed to be, like a mud puddle or what's going on, but anyway. It's coming along. I kind of put it aside for Sampler September because I know I have till like November to finish it. So I've got time. Okay, my next whip is also a new start, one of my 2 new starts since I saw you last. And I don't think I have a picture of this either. So, oh, no, I do. Hang on. Spirits of the Dead by Monofilament Embroidery. I came to realize quickly that I'm stitching this on a 16 count Anubis Ada by Under the Sea, and it is a floss eating machine. This pattern is. Just telling you now, if you're planning on stitching it 2/2, you're gonna need multiple skeins, and I don't have that. So I was stitching it on this Victorian motto, which you know how hard it is to get floss from her right now, but Old Salem Spell. That's why I started stitching it in. It's sort of like a, yeah, good gray. And I've come to realize it ain't gonna happen. So I'm gonna modify the pattern. I'm probably not going to stitch this bottom part. This is Edgar Allan Poe. I'll probably just put Edgar Allan Poe 1827 like in backstitch over here at the bottom of this quote, instead of doing that whole fill in down there. I want to do all the top though, because the top is what drew me in. And I thought this was a thought-provoking quote too. So it'll probably be more like that when I'm done. And then I also brought in some Raven silk from, I mean, it's black silk, but it's really pretty. It does have some variegation to it, by Almond M&Ms. So I'll be adding that in spots. I haven't decided exactly how. So I've got the Raven on the sides here, and then all the inside and the top bottom so far are the Old Salem Spell. And let me just warn you, if you're going to start this, I must have frogged at least 5 times in this lettering. Like one of the rows I had to completely frog the entire row, because having these B, and B all in here really messed me up. I kept skipping lines. I kept going down to the next line and starting to stitch something else right there. So, you know, and over here where it starts like in life, blah, blah, in death, I was doing like, right here I did in death, etc. You know, so this thing is in timeout as far as I'm concerned. I'm not pulling it out until I feel like it. And right now I don't. So that's where I'm at with it. It's a cool pattern. I'm mad at it, and I'm mad at me. You know how it is. You take it out on the whip when you're mad at yourself. Okay, next whip. This was my other new start. After Spirits of the Dead and after all that drama, I was like, I'm not doing it anymore. No more new starts. I'm finishing things, finishing. But then Betsy came along with her stupid tumor cell. And I want to support Betsy. So I started. Elizabeth Adelsey. I'll insert the picture here because I don't have one. This is by Hedgerow Stitching. And I'm stitching it on a 40 count driftwood Verdal, whatever, by Silk Weavers. So there's my start. I picked out all my own colors. And I'm finding them really pretty. And I mean, if you haven't tried Verdal and you like 40 count, you should try this stuff. Oh, it's heaven to work on. It really is. It's so nice. The feel of it is so nice. It's almost like a cloth. It's crazy. But I also stitched that Franklin sampler on 40 count Vertil, and like Silk Weavers has it a lot, and then I think Stitch Me has it if you're looking for hand dyed. And I actually, one of the things that I bought recently was on Yarn Tree's website, I found like a whole yard of it or something for like $45. So I bought that. It's just white, but I figure if I have any more like sampler type things that I want to stitch on a 40 count even weave, I can, you know, tea dye it or coffee dye it or whatever I want to do. So, and it seemed like a really good deal. So I picked some up. It's on its way here. Okay, and then the last whip I have is Monofilament Embroidery, another one by them, Rule of Life. Okay, and this is with the Cauliflower, Leo, and Roxy thread pack. So I bought the thread pack for this from Evertote. And here's where I'm at. Not super far, but I really like how it's turning out. And yes, the S's look weird. They're supposed to look weird. What is he saying here? So he says he chose the lettering exactly as it appeared in the book that he got this verse from, where the long S replaces the common S that we see nowadays. So that's why it says necessity looks weird, bestow looks weird. But I kind of like it like that. It's different. On this one, honestly, I'm not going to stitch the whole thing. I'm pretty sure I'm going to stop after this first row of Quakers and just bring the border here and just make it like that. Because I don't know. I have so many whips right now that I just don't have the time for all this. I'm not going to do it. Just don't want to. It's not, you know, I don't need to stitch the alphabet. Yeah, so that's my plan. Yeah. So I'm excited. I'm working on that. That's my first spin in Sampler September. I'm actually doing, I have 6 whips on my wheel and I'm spinning every 5 days. So that's 30 days in September. Work on 6 whips for 5 days each. That Rule of Life was September 1st through today. And then I did spin right before I started this video, and I'm going to be working on Elizabeth Addlesey again with Betsy. Yeah, so that's my plan for the rest of September, just throwing that out there that I'm doing Sampler September like a lot of people are, and so I'm just going to spin that wheel every 5 days. And so I'll show you those after I stitch on them. The next thing I had was some haul, and there's not that much. I had placed a Abby Top Knot Stitcher order earlier in the month, and I will show you that. Thank you, Julie, for telling me about the sale. Hi. So it's nice enough to give me some free Dinky Dyes floss. Very pretty. This is called Citrus. I think that's a great Halloween color. Very fun. Very fun. I picked up some Witch Tina by Fairy Wool in the Wood. It's a 32 count hand dyed, but it's cool. It's all like grunge. Oh, nasty. I like it. Super nasty. So that'll be fun for something like, you know, scary or very primitive, very prim. I'm not going to open it because it's just got a perfect little package going on here. And then I picked up Mystic Fabrics, All the Things. This is a 32 count Lugana because I realized I really like Lugana and I don't understand why I don't have more of it. So pick some up. Sort of like a, oh, there we go. It's like a khaki, greeny, browny color. Lots of great modeling in it. That's one thing I like about her is she's got some really nice modeling in these fabrics of hers. I picked up the Scream in Your Heart a couple of months ago. Scream Inside Your Heart by Mystic Fabrics. And it's lovely modeling too. I would show it, but it's over there and I don't want to get up. Okay. Actually, what might look good on either of those two fabrics would be this fun Jack-o'-lantern Jubilee set. You got trick or treat, you've got a bird carrying pumpkins, dragging pumpkins. Got a witch with her spiders. Look how cute all of these are. Love. And they're all small. I've been trying to find small things that I want to stitch. So. And then this one I got just because I love the huge pigeon on it. He cracks me up. In Texas, we have so many of these rock pigeons, you know, they're just all over. But he's so funny, and he's the size of the house, and I don't know. I think I may change the middle part, the bless this house, to something else, only because I have like 3 things already in my house that I've stitched that are like bless this house or bless this nest or whatever. So, you know, so I'm gonna change that to probably something snarky or funny about the pigeon or something. I don't know when I'm gonna start this, but I just thought it was super cute. And this is by Cottage Garden Samplings. So just thought it was fun. And I think it was on sale. So, and the last thing I got was In Friendship's Way by Blackbird Designs. This is on sale too, and it has a crap ton of stuff in it. So I'm super excited. All this stuff is really, really pretty. There's this little pin cushion. I just like the geometric shapes on that. Little bird. I didn't know this was going to turn into a flip through either. Sorry. It's got some strawberries in it that are cute. You know, I won't get into it too much. Lots of little strawberries. I need to learn how to make these strawberries. I think I could do it. And then this one's nice. It's an antique sampler reproduction. I just like the autumn colors. It's pretty. And a button box. Cute. So there's lots of good stuff in here. And I was like, well, you know, I'm kind of a collector too. It's not just what I'm going to stitch tomorrow, right? So that's all the stuff I got from Abby at Top Knot Stitcher. And I think that's all. Oh no, I have one more thing. Okay, so I'd really enjoyed the Leo and Roxy flosses that I got from Evertotes for the Rule of Life sampler that I'm doing. And I saw this set, and it's called Hannah's Choice. And I have had the Northern Expressions twisted band sampler, rainbow band sampler. I'll insert a picture here. And I've had it for years. I've probably had it since 2015 or something. Whenever it came, like close to when it came out is when I bought it. And I just have never gotten around to it because I knew I didn't want to do rainbow just because everybody was doing rainbow. And I don't know, it didn't speak to me to go up on my wall. You know what I mean? So I saw this floss and then I immediately thought, I'm going to do that and then, okay, so here's the floss that I saw. Let me put it in front of white so you can see. It's just such a pretty color, you know, it goes all the way from, this one's called Vampish, all the way up through plums and roses up to this light pink. This one's called Tickled Pink. And I said, God, I should do this with like rose colors, like, you know. So I bought another set to go, or because I like the colors in this and I thought maybe they could fit in, because, so I don't know if you know, but Rainbow Band Sampler has 18 colors and I don't want to do 18. So I was like, I'm going to do 9. So here's 6. And then I knew I wanted to have greens in it because of the stems, you know. So this set is like it's like the May set. Let me put that. So this was from like May of this year that came out. And so it's got 2 sage color greens in it. And then it's got, this is actually one of the reds that's already in this other set. So that means I have 2 of these, which is fine because I may need it. And then I'm not going to use the bright red, although it's very pretty. I'll use it for something else. So in any case, I'm going to do like a roses thing. And then I did another order actually, because I picked one more color to go on the lighter end of that. So it's going to be really fun. And so it's 9 colors instead of 18. So it's pretty much it's going to mirror each other. Like it'll start in the corners with the darkest and then go in towards the, the roses colors in the middle. So that's my plan. And I did go ahead, I went on, I think it was Hollis Creates on Etsy and picked up some ice blue 32 count or 36 count linen. I don't know how well you can see that. In any case, hang on, it's back. Better? It's ice blue, so I think that the colors will look really pretty on it. I'll do my best to hold them up here. So it'll be like, rose in the garden and it's beautiful blue sky situation. So I'm excited. So I'm not going to start that soon, but it's fun to prep anyway. Planning is half the fun, I think. So I'll probably start that maybe for my birthday. I think that'd be a fun thing to do. Start that for my birthday, which is not till December, but I mean, it is September, so we're coming up on it. So that's all the haul I had. And that's enough because I'm trying to cut back. It's like an addiction. Anyway, thank you for watching, and hopefully I'll see you next time. I think Jenny is actually getting close to being done with her Electra. So I think she's beading today, so that's exciting. So maybe I can get her to come on the next video with me and show off her finish. So, all right, thank you guys. Sandwiches, say bye. Sandwiches. Sam. Bye. See you next time. Thank you. Bye.